We've got 5 more overreactions for you following a full weekend of action across Europe. We're going to start with Jose Mourinho, who's out of work, but could he soon fall into a job? Our overreaction is Jose Mourinho will have a job, Stevie, by 2020.
Absolutely, yeah.
So he will have a job?
Absolutely. Christmas time is no question the time when all the boards and all the presidents all start trying to figure out, do they need to make a change? And this guy, since Porto, I don't think he's ever been out of work for long, certainly not a year. You're talking months. He's been out of work for months in a span of what, over a decade? So the chances of him getting a job by then, absolute spot on, no question. It'll be a case of which one does he want, because as much as he did make a mess of United, he's still in demand, and he will be in demand, and I'll be shocked if he doesn't have a job by 2020.
Where do you think? Where do you think? Is it Bayern Munich, do you think? Do you think it's Arsenal? Or you said before that unless something dramatically changes at Arsenal, it wouldn't be there, but... Yeah,
I mean, it's tough to put your finger on, because the one problem he will always have wherever he goes is he wants lots of money. Now, that means that there's few clubs that are going to do that, and he's going to have to change his remit, in my opinion, and if he does that, then that opens the door to a whole host of clubs. So choosing the club is the tough bit.
Yeah, and he's never been one not to be pragmatic.
No.
Right, okay. Leicester City will finish 3rd after winning their 7th game in 9 at Palace. It was a good win away from home. They're looking great. They're only 2 points behind Man City.
Can't think of a reason why they won't finish in 3rd place, to be quite honest with you.
Competition from Chelsea, maybe?
After that?
Yeah.
I mean, after that, I mean, I think they've been more consistent than Chelsea. And I think you're right. Chelsea will be their rivals for that 3rd spot, because Arsenal are up and down. Spurs, I mean, they're just getting so far off the pace now and so far away from the top 4 that you wonder how they're going to get up to those heights again with what's going on there. After that, I don't see anybody else.
So not an overreaction?
No, not at all. Consistent. You don't want to play against them. They can score goals. They've been tight at the back. I mean, they're a real unit from back to front.
Yep. Christian Pulisic should start full time. He got 83 minutes against Watford and scored.
Listen, the problem he has is that Mason Mount will always start. Tammy Abraham will always start. And that means he's battling with Willian and Pedro and Hudson-Odoi for that 3rd spot. He has shown already that he has the ability and the quality to play in the Premier League. Now he has to do it every time he steps on the field. And that means scoring goals and making assists. And as soon as he does that on a regular basis, then he will become an automatic starter. But right now, as well as he's doing, he's still battling with those other three or four players.
Okay, so that's an overreaction right now, so you can put that on your side. Absolutely. Antoine Griezmann, this is an interesting one. Antoine Griezmann will be a bigger flop than Philippe Coutinho.
I think he is well on his way to being a bigger flop. You kind of wonder how it's going to turn around for him. His preferred position, no question for me, is off the front, right in the middle of the park. That ain't happening for him at Barcelona, because there's a wee guy called Messi. That's what he does. So he's always going to be the guy who's going to be pushed out to a place where he doesn't really want to be. So this is no overreaction.
You don't think that he eventually might well sort of slot in where Suarez is as well? Maybe sort of start to push him out?
Suarez has got another 18 months easily in his legs. And by that time, he could have chalked it.
Okay, so not an overreaction.
No.
Could be bigger than Coutinho. That would be a disaster.
Yeah.
Sadio Mane is Liverpool's most important player. I feel bad bringing this up with you because we had a big conversation about him and Salah. But after the weekend heroics...
Listen, going forward, he's the most important one right now. He is the man in form. He's the one that's either scoring the goals, getting penalty kicks, creating space for others. So as an attacking force, there is no question Sadio Mane right now is the most important player at Liverpool.
All right, so I like the look of this. The overreaction stakes they're not overreactions.
Not at all.
Stevie's in agreement with most of these, apart from Christian Pulisic, who just needs to prove himself as a starter. And then, of course, according to Stevie, he will be a starter.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.